This video from Unique is interesting because, in my opinion, this is a indication and another example of Unique just hating for hating's sake. I'm not gonna lie. Unique, you know I love you. Unique, you know I fucking love you. But you know you're my guy, but you're just hating now. You're just hating for hating's sake because this doesn't look as bad as what Unique titled it as. Unique titled this video as Akaash Singh moves to a cheaper apartment because he's going broke. But this video didn't show me that. This just showed me them moving apartments in the same building. I think it's different. If they move to a different apartment building, I'd have another conversation around that. I'd definitely add fuel to the fire and take part in the fucking narrative framing. But if you're moving to another apartment in the same building, most likely that building, all the apartments are still pretty expensive. There's not going to be a cheap one. And they live in New York. New York rent, I think for the most part, unless you're living in a room, if you got your own place, I'd imagine New York rent for like a nice spot, it's probably going to be like $5 grand upwards. It's probably similar to London. London prices for like a nice spot, if you want to live by yourself, it's going to be the equivalent of $5,000 is like what, $3 grand, $4 grand? It's going to be about that a month, right? If you want to live in London. So I don't really understand why Unique seems to think this is a indication that they're going broke, when most likely maybe their old place was like $15,000 a month. This one will probably be $10, $10,000. That's still a lot of money. That doesn't mean they're going broke. Do you know what I mean? Like they're saving $5,000. It doesn't. It's not like they're going down to like a $5 grand one, or it's not like they're moving to New Jersey. You know what I mean? So it's a strange thing that he said here, but let's just check it out anyway. Big up to Unique.
Jesse, we're both going to see our new apartment. We haven't seen it yet.
We haven't seen our new apartment because Kiana, our lovely assistant, moved everything in while we were away. We're still
our lovely assistant. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why she needs an assistant. I'm not gonna lie, because she's unemployed essentially. She lives off her man, and I don't know why they need an assistant. If anything, Jasleen should be Akaash's assistant because he's the one that is the main breadwinner. He's the one that works. She's the one that stays at home. She has nothing else, like no other like timely obligations that I know of. Why aren't you his assistant? Some relationships have that. I know maybe it's a bit difficult because they haven't had the most smooth relationship, at least publicly facing. But some people would. I know I would if it was me, and I actually loved my girlfriend or I loved my wife, and I wouldn't be opposed to them being my manager. I wouldn't be opposed to them being my. I wouldn't be opposed to that at all, or being my like road manager or something. I wouldn't. Maybe agent is different because the agent need more contacts in the industry. But being my day-to-day manager, I definitely wouldn't mind it if it was my wife or girlfriend. That would be great, actually. Like, or quote unquote, like glorified assistant. Maybe she wouldn't want to travel. Maybe she'd be too lazy and wouldn't be bothered to travel with you around the world because I fuck with that shit. But when you're at home, when you're at fucking your home country, she doesn't mind coming along with you and just helping you out with logistics and little things in there. That'd be pretty cool. Your wife or your girlfriend, like just making sure that you're fed, making sure that you got everything that you need in your dressing room with your fucking rider. Perfectly fine. You know what I mean? Like she can basically read your mind without even saying, I don't know, that'll be okay. So I don't understand why she doesn't have that, does do that role for Akaash. Like, why aren't you his assistant? Why don't you do those things? Why do you have another person being the assistant? Strange, isn't it? But it's probably a thing just to make them feel a lot bigger and successful than they are. But I don't know why she even has I don't know why she has an assistant, number one, because she doesn't have a job. But for them two, she should be the assistant for the couple and for their fucking whatever business. Because I think she works loosely with Akaash on his stand-up, right? Loosely. But yeah, having an assistant when you're unemployed is fucking wild.
in the same building, it's just on a different floor.
Yeah. So
we're gonna see all the new furniture, all the new things, wallpaper.
Jesse designed it, but she hasn't seen it yet. Motherfuckers.
Motherfucker.
Look at the wallpaper, dude. Look at that.
I don't know. Again, I'm not gonna. Hey, you know I love you.
Do you have a gun?
Yo, big up A Martinez.
My boy did THTW his ex-wife. She took him to the cleaners once they divorced. That's a bad idea. Beans cheese Oz.
No, you can't have a contract. She doesn't, just because she's a doesn't mean she's gonna be a manager forever. You know what I mean? Just give her a fucking contract so she has a salary. Actually, I would prefer that. I'm not gonna lie. But again, I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not that picky when it comes to money and whatever, especially someone that I love. Do you know what I mean? I'm free. I'm free with that sort of stuff. But just to make it clean and just to not make it awkward, it probably would be easier to put your wife on a salary and just say, yeah, you're my quote unquote assistant, you're my manager, in fucking glorified terms. You know, you don't have to be in the office every fucking day. You don't have to go and tour with me everywhere around the world. But when I'm at home, come and help out. You know what I mean? But big up, who was that? Big up Abe Martinez. I appreciate it, brother. But just a quick one on this, right? You know, again, I like Unique. I'm a big fan of the guy. But you can't be calling people broke when this is the hallway they're walking into. Let's be for real. Let's be for real, because this looks nice to me, mate. For a New York apartment, this looks very, very nice to me.
Look at that
Look at the ceilings. Look how high the ceilings are. Look at all the natural light coming in.
wallpaper, dude.
I don't know, man. That looks really nice to me. Wooden floors, nice high ceilings, loads of natural light coming in. Doesn't seem anything wrong to me. Doesn't seem like they're going broke to me at all.
Look at that.
Good.
Look at fucking hell. Look at that view. Is that Central Park or is that the river? What the fuck? Look at that fucking view. Are you in? Fucking hell, Unique, man. This is, again, I think, to be a good hater, in my opinion, like, you know, again, I'm an aspiring hater, right? I'm not even a good hater. I'm an aspiring hater. To be a good hater, I think you should also know how to give props. Or if you don't want to give props, just ignore. If you don't want to give props, ignore. But you can't just start lying. Oh, they're going broke. Are they? Look at that fucking view. Look at that view. Look at that view. You can literally see the New York skyline behind them. Like, that's a crazy view. I don't know if that's going broke. Then I need a bit of that.
So look at the radio.
It's a whole corner. It's a whole corner view. Shit.
Oh, that was sick. The bar stools are sick.
Don't get me wrong. It's not very big, right? It's not very big. It's not very big. I think whoever designed it architecturally was very clever in terms of having that view with the light coming in. It makes it feel a lot bigger than what it is. It's not very big. It looks like a standard 1-bed, 2-bed apartment that you would get in most cities, in most like West. I mean, that's what it kind of looks like to me. It doesn't look super big. It's probably got an open plan kitchen. Do you know what I mean? Like that sort of vibe. It doesn't look super big, but let's not lie, it's fucking lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, it's in?
Walk-in wardrobe.
Whoa, this is crazy.
Jesus Christ. Is that how long? Look how long that wardrobe is. That's pretty long. That's a pretty fucking long. If this girl's not greedy, they could easily share that. If this girl wasn't so greedy, her and Akaash could share this one walk-in wardrobe. That's a massive fucking walk-in wardrobe.
Oh, this is crazy. Yeah. Go walk over there. Go.
Shower's pretty big as well.
Go walk over there. Go. Wait, it's supposed to open on its own. Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's the master bedroom. Look at the view of the master. Look at the master bedroom view too. Master bedroom also has got like a great view. Honestly, man, how is this going broke? Unique, man. Unique in his clickbait. Maybe it's a clickbait, but I feel like Unique thinks this is going broke because they're moving. But come on, Unique, bro. Come on.
Yeah, this is sick. Good. Oh, this is where the girls are gonna sleep.
Okay, so that's the second bedroom. This is where the girls are gonna sleep. I don't know who's the girls. As in the dogs. When he says the girls, who does he mean? The assistants? The dogs? Huh.
Oh, boy.
Here's my office.
Oh wow. So it's 2 bedrooms. No, 3 bedrooms basically. 3 bedrooms. Fucking hell, it's lovely. It's a 3-bedroom apartment with a separate office for Akaash, which I'm assuming might be end up his podcast. I'm assuming, right? So I'm assuming he's probably gonna get his own podcast. He's probably gonna start one.
I'm yours. Right?
The plaque that pays him all the money, basically. The plaque that pays her all the money. But it's only one plaque. What plaque is that? Is that the plaque for Akaash Singh's channel or for Flagrant? I'm assuming it's for Akaash's channel, right? I can't see it because obviously it's too far and it's small text. But I wonder, is that YouTube plaque for Flagrant or for Akaash's channel? Yeah, I don't know, man. I think Unique is hating a bit too much here. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. If you really want to hate, the one person who probably deserves a humbling, even more so than fucking Joanna, I think, because I think, you know, hate Slow Joe for being a bit of a fop mum, right? You can hate Slow Joe for being a bit of a fop mum and being a little bit too thirst trappy and loving attention and being a bit of a bimbo, whatever. But Slow Joe to me feels like a good mum, you know? No, like, you know, glazing. Slow Joe feels like she's a good mum. She loves her kids. I feel like she's even probably a good wife. Like, she takes care of Brendan. She's loyal. She stayed with him despite all the fucking cheating and stuff. Slow Joe, I think, is kind of harmless in a way. And she's paid her dues in a way. She's paid her dues. 3 kids. You know, she suffered a lot. Like, she's paid her dues. I think if she wants to fleece Brendan, she's deserving of it. But if there's one person that you want to hate on and say deserves a bit of a humbling, it's probably this girl. If there's a person that you want to root against for a humbling, it's her. But the problem for me is I don't really hate Akaash enough to like want Akaash to lose so that she can get humbled and have to say everything, because that would be glorious to see. This girl that's going around flaunting her man's money and then treating him, disrespecting him in public and shit. You want to see her lose everything, but to see her lose everything means that Akaash lost everything. And I don't really hate Akaash that much. I don't really blame Akaash for getting pussy whipped. It is what it is. It doesn't really affect my life too much. I don't really blame Akaash for falling in love with a quote unquote wrong person. It's not his fault. It is what it is. But if there's somebody that is deserving of a nice fucking humbling, of a nice bit of humble pie, is this lady. Because she walks around too much like she does, like she's the one, like she walks around like she walks around like she's the one making the money, which is the infuriating part for me a little bit. It infuriates me how she acts as if like she's the one in charge. Like, you don't do anything. You don't do jack shit. If anything, the things that you do don't help. You know what I mean? They actually hinder Akaash's ability to make money. You actually don't help. So yeah, I don't know. That's the angle you could go with if you're Unique and you want to hate. But I think Unique's angle here of saying that they're broke because they moved into this new fucking apartment is fucking crazy, because this looks lovely to me. But I also think it's hilarious how they needed an assistant to help them move into an apartment that's in the same block of building that they were in before. That makes no sense to me. So you need an assistant to take things up and down the lift. Come on. Anyway, let's continue.
I think what people are missing from this like no influencer sign controversy is that the influencers who have spoken out about this, A, haven't spoken out about anything else, but B, which I think is more important, is that they don't speak about their inherent
She thinks she's an influencer. Like, just let's be critical at one point. Let's try and identify. What does she influence? What does she influence? Because in my opinion, her fashion sense is quite normy. She's not very, I don't think she's very stylish. I think if you had to maybe look at her for influence, it might be makeup. But then even the makeup, I think, is a bit too caked on. I think there's other brown girls out there, especially brown girls, right? Who are really good at fucking makeup, who are really good at the whole contours thing. Their face card is fucking crazy. I don't even think her, like, if she had to be somebody known for something, maybe it's her fucking makeup. But even that, I don't think is that great. So it's really funny that she regards herself as a fucking influencer. It is fucking hilarious. And then if you get down to it, if you really want to peel back the onions, what is she known for the most? If she is an influencer, what's the thing that people know the most about her? It's the whole Akaash drama. you know, is essentially being called out for being like a shitty wife by the internet. That's what you're an influencer for. Everyone thinking that you're a shit wife.
Privilege, and I don't know why, because it's so easy. I'll say it with my full chest that the reason I've been able to pursue influencing full time is because I'm grateful enough to have a husband that works his ass off. And I think if I was still working a corporate job, I wouldn't have the energy or bandwidth to come home and make cute and fun videos. I think that is like the disconnect between like the mass audience and influencers. And sometimes,
are you an influencer? Are you an influencer full time, or are you just doing it full time because you got nothing else to do? I'm not just sure if I agree on that one. Are you really an influencer full time? If you are an influencer full time, are you contributing to the bills of your household? We heard what she said about that, by the way, right? Akaash is saying it's their money is her money. I don't know about that. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure about that.
Contributes to this influencer fatigue. Just acknowledge that you maybe have been in a privileged place to even get to this career. Sometimes influencers don't want to acknowledge that part of it because it might negate the fact that they also work their ass off. I think both things can be true. And I think Paige Lorenz, she was on a podcast recently and she talked about where both her parents were physicians, but you know, she didn't have any connections to the industry. But I'm saying that like one sentence of like, you know, I do acknowledge that I come from a higher socioeconomic status. I personally think it would go a long way in bridging more of a connection to like more diverse audiences. Kind of gives like Kendall Jenner when she was like, you know, I used to leave the last name off my modeling cards. Like, bitch, well, shut the fuck up. We all know you're Kendall Jenner. You know what I mean? And it contributes to that like tone deafness with influencer culture.
Accusing people of being tone deaf when you're the most tone deaf person in the world is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Accusing other influencers of being tone deaf when you're the most tone deaf person that's ever existed is fucking crazy. It's fucking insane. Given her controversies, calling Kendall Jenner tone deaf is fucking insane. She was unable to read the room completely during that whole Akaash thing, the Akaash drama.
I'm so grateful and so lucky to be able to pursue a career in this, and I hope that other people will like acknowledge that part of it too. And yeah, those are just my 2 cents. I think what people
now I see.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Good luck to them. I got nothing more to add. Good luck to them. I got nothing more to add. Good luck to them. I've got nothing more to add. Good luck to them. What's the Instagram saying? Anything I care about here? Not really. Yeah, not really. I don't know. Good luck, I guess, isn't it? I guess this is all the hard-working content she makes, right? This is all the hard-working content. Is this it? The hard-working content? Occupation comedy wag. Dress for the job you want.
That's cute. Cute.
Jesus Christ, Akaash looks terrible. Akaash is eating his... Again, I just love it. I just love the fact that Akaash is literally looking like pure shit. He's gained like 50 pounds. He's eating all his stress, right? All his stress. And she's glowing. I do find that fucking hilarious. Akaash looks like he's always tired. He looks bloated. He looks like he's going through it. And in every picture that I see of her, she is literally radiating. She just got done with a facial. She's doing Pilates, skincare, makeup, new this, new that. She is absolutely... and she might be in the best shape she's ever been in too. She's looking snatched. She's looking firm. You know? Everything is on the up and up for her. She's got a new assistant. While he's going through pure hell. Okay. So this is sponsored by my contour stick. I don't know. I don't see a lot. I don't see a lot of influencing. All I just see is a woman with money buying things and then showing them off to the internet. I don't see a lot of like sponsored posts, hashtag ad. Thank you this person for sending me this. I just see her buying a bunch of stuff and I guess doing her makeup. I don't know. You know, I feel like it's a little bit finessey. This it's a bit finessey. Are you really an influencer? Are you really doing this full time, or are you just buying yourself stuff? Which is fine, right? But like, is that really influencing? Influencing should be like, yeah, you're like getting sent some stuff. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. You get sent to you get invited to like press events and stuff like that. Like regular influencer shit. This just feels like she's buying things and having fun with them. Which is okay, but you know. Yep, cool. What else here? Her drinking the juice. Fucking hell. 5 pictures of you drinking a smoothie is fucking insane. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so happy I'm a boy. I'm so happy I'm a boy. I'm so happy I'm a fucking boy. Having 5 pictures of you drinking a smoothie is fucking insane. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, but hey, we all gotta do what we gotta do. Okay, here we go. There we go. We finally got some influencing. Look at that. Use code Jasleen20 for 20% off from a brand called Princess Polly. So she is getting sponsored then. I just, every time I see her, I just think of her running Akaash's pockets. I don't know, life is just funny, man. You work so hard just to end up with somebody just running your pockets, man. Life is so fucking funny. What's this? Normalize healthy conflict in a relationship. Story time of when me and my husband almost didn't work out. Oh yeah, she does not stop talking about this, isn't it?
Story time of one of the biggest hardships that me and my husband ever had to go through. I know that I've talked about some of the stuff that we've gone through financially, and I've actually never told this story before, but in 2018, my husband was offered this insane gig for maybe like 50 million or some shit, like 10 million. Or maybe 5 million or some shit at this big college in Jacksonville.
That's a crazy range, isn't it? Are you lying? Ma'am, are you lying? That's an insane range. It went from 15 to 10 to 5. I knew his wife. Why don't you know this? If this is a really important thing that happened in your life, an important fucking battle, an important fucking conflict that you guys have to overcome as a couple, why wouldn't you know the particulars? Surely you'd know the particulars of what led to that fucking argument that could have maybe led to you guys breaking up. But it went from 15 to 10 to 5. Smells like bullshit to me.
He would have had to been there for that whole decade. He had turned it down, and when I asked him why, he said he wanted to grind from the rap. It was when he was younger, so I don't think his frontal lobe was fully developed. And he had to pursue comedy as a fallback career to his rap.
Oh, okay, so it's a troll, I guess. Okay, cool. Okay, it's a troll, I guess. Okay, whatever. I don't know. I think I lose more brain cells listening to her speak than Slojo. Slojo seems like a fucking savant to this lady. Slojo is actually kind of not bad compared to her. I'm not gonna lie. I know it's comparing like I know it's like me comparing getting pissed on to getting shit on, right? Getting pissed on or getting shit on. I understand, but I really do think I prefer Slojo over her. You give your immigrant mum a nice gift, but the saxophone is getting louder.
It's you.
No, I got it for you.
Mama, it's the perfect bag.
For Justin.
No.
If you say I'm gonna get mad at you, look, it's so fun. Can you try it?
Fucking hell, bro. What type of Asian family is this? Like, just again, not to be that guy, but what type of Asian family is this? They're so materialistic, and look at the sides, like just full of shit. I don't know about you, but I've known a lot of Asian people. I've known a lot of people from that type of part of the world, right? What do you call it? Is that East Asian, Southeast Asian, whatever that part of the world is, right? India, Pakistan, and shit. Like, doesn't matter if they live in like shitty flats. Like, you know what I mean? They keep their things proper. Look at all the stuff on the table. All these women in the household just spending money. No one doing the dishes. No one sorting at the table. No one cleaning up all that. There's like bottles of like what medicine there and water and food left out, not covered and shit. Just stuff everywhere. The whole house in disarray. The whole house in disarray. A whole room full of women. No one doing any of the cleaning. No one doing any of the arranging. No one trying to keep the place nice and prim and proper. Crazy, bro. It's actually kind of wild when you think about it. Akaash is out here making all this money, hold them down, and all they're doing is spending the money. They're spending the money on fucking nails and facials and mani pedicures and shit, and hairdos and washes and shit, but no one's willing to, I don't know, put that bottle of Evian back in the fridge. Put a cover of those fucking chicken tenders. Put all this medicine, all this fucking whatever back in the cabinets where they need to be. Everything's just out everywhere. This is stuff like this that would piss me off if I was Akaash. I'll come back to a house like this, like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Why does my home look like this? Look at it. The whole house is full of shit. The whole kitchen island just covered in shit. The whole kitchen island covered in shit.
I've never seen someone so upset after getting a nice gift.
Louis Vuitton bags. And a lot of people on the floor don't even have any bags.
Anyway, let's move on, man. Let's move on before we all give ourselves